Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to take a trip to the beach. Scaredy Squirrel is going to the beach. And at the end, I'm going to do a little show and tell with things that I found at the beach. Maybe you can show me something that you found at the beach. Or maybe you like to collect something, or there's a favorite activity that you like to do at the beach. I'd love to see all of those things as well. Scaredy Squirrel at the Beach, written and illustrated by Melanie Watt. Warning, Scaredy Squirrel insists that everyone put on number 65 sunscreen before reading this book. Do you need to wear sunscreen if you're reading a book? No, you only put sunscreen on when you're going outside. Scaredy Squirrel at the Beach. Scaredy Squirrel never goes to the beach. He'd rather vacation at home alone where it's safe than risk being surrounded by the wrong crowd. I feel like we're probably in the same situation now with everything going on with coronavirus. It's better to vacation at home than it is to vacation in crowds because of all those germs. A few crowds Scaredy Squirrel wouldn't want to be caught in the middle of. A herd of sea monsters, packs of pirates, flocks of seagulls, tribes of jellyfish, tons of falling coconuts, and mobs of lobsters. So he's perfectly happy to build his very own private beach. Scaredy Squirrel's Guide to Building a Safe Beach. What you need to get started: paper and crayons, 1 stick, 1 inflatable pool, 1 flashlight, 1 bag of kitty litter, and 1 plastic flamingo. Number 1, draw beach scenery. Number 2, use stick to hold upright. Number 3, cover ground with sand. 4, inflate ocean. 5, turn on the sunlight. 6, install beach wildlife. And enjoy. No germs. It looks like a beach and feels like a beach, but it doesn't sound like one. Scaredy Squirrel notices something's missing: the soothing sound of the ocean. The solution? Make a quick trip to the real beach and find a seashell that fits the description below. Seashell, quality and performance chart. Germ-free, shiny exterior, crystal clear ocean sound. Red alert, seashell must not, I repeat, not be occupied. No animals in here. But traveling to the real beach requires careful planning. First, get a passport. Passport: family, rodent, type, flying squirrel, first name Scaredy, middle name Orville, last name Squirrel. Initials SOS, place of birth nut tree, subject has never traveled. Second, draw a map. Beach map, mission Operation Seashell. 7 a.m., enter box and wait. Don't forget passport. 7:30 a.m., get picked up by mail truck. Verify passport. 8:42 a.m., arrive at beach and wait until the coast is clear. Don't lose passport. 11:42, exit box and find seashell. Hold passport. 1:49 p.m., enter box and wait for pickup. Check passport. 6 p.m., get delivered back to nut tree. Put away passport. I am here. Seashell should be here. Caution, falling coconuts have a mind of their own. They can knock you out without warning. Careful, birds of a feather flock together. Seagulls can drop by at any time. Never trust a mob of lobsters. They are a pinch territorial and are eager to snap. Important, sea monsters are camera shy, so keep camera close by. Ahoy, matey, watch for pirates. Arr, they'll make ye walk the plank. Stay away from tribes of jellyfish. You'll be stung by how sneaky they can be. And last but not least, travel light and dress accordingly. Scaredy's a beach wearer. This squirrel is a trained professional. Don't try this at home. Exhibit A, protective headgear for falling coconuts. Exhibit B, protective eye patch to fool pirates. Exhibit C, protective flotation device to prevent sinking. Exhibit D, protective camera to discourage sea monsters. Exhibit E, protective compass to avoid getting lost. Exhibit F, protective footgear to shield from jellyfish. Exhibit G, protective rubber band to tame lobsters. Exhibit H, protective oven mitts to block germs. And Exhibit I, protective french fry to distract seagulls. Remember, if all else fails, play dead and send an SOS. The next morning, as planned, Scaredy Squirrel jumps into the box. At 7:38 a.m., he gets picked up. They drive. And drive. At 8:42 a.m., Scaredy Squirrel gets dropped off and waits. And waits. 11:42 a.m., a crowd appears. People were not part of the plan. Scaredy Squirrel panics and... Can you find Scaredy Squirrel on this page? If you need a little more time, pause the video and see if you can find him. Plays dead. 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, 2 hours later... Finally, Scaredy Squirrel realizes that the perfect seashell is right under his nose. Surrounded by friendly people, he decides to join the crowd. Scaredy Squirrel builds sandcastles, takes pictures, floats around in the ocean, and sunbathes with the otters. Sorry, with the others. He forgets all about the flocks of seagulls, tribes of jellyfish, herds of sea monsters, packs of pirates, tons of falling coconuts, and mobs of lobsters. He's glad to be part of the crowd. Back home, after a day of fun in the sun, Scaredy Squirrel's inspired to make one more important addition to his own beach. A crowd. Garden gnomes. P.S. As for Scaredy's next visit to the beach, it might be sooner than he thinks. Red alert! What's in there? A hermit crab. Scaredy Squirrel didn't know he was coming along. So, for my show and tell, I wanted to show you some of the shells that I've collected. So every time I go to the beach, I collect a different shell. And I put the date on it. So this is from Ocean City, both of these are. And I found them in 2016. And I like this one because it's so big. You can't always find shells that are big and not broken. This is a piece of coral reef that washed up on the beach, and it's from Grenada, and that was 2019. I just went there this past November because my best friend is in medical school, and she's training to be a doctor, and that's where she is. This piece of coral is from Miami, and that was also 2019. I went there last year over Memorial Day. This is a piece of lava rock from Maui, and I went there in 2013. These are pieces of coral from Cancun in Mexico, and I went there in 2017. This is another shell from Ocean City, and that was in 2013. And this coral and these two shells are from the Bahamas in 2016. And of course, this shell is from 2020 from Emma. She collected it for me so I could add it to my collection. What's something that you like to collect at the beach?